Hello, everybody, and welcome to our next instalment of Member in the Spotlight. And today we've got a very special guest who's going to be talking about an appeal that's timely this time of year. I'll welcome the very good man from Bethany, Grant Boyd, who's CEO there. Welcome, Grant.
Pleasure, Ben. Great to be here.
Now, I noticed on there, you and I were talking beforehand that 1868 you were founded, which makes the chamber 3 years older, but we won't pull rank. And but tell us a little bit about Bethany and what you've done over those 160 odd years.
Yeah, thank you. I didn't realise until today that you're a little bit older than we are, but well, two great organisations that have got a fantastic legacy. So yeah, Bethany, the Bethany Group is when we're now known as. We started in 1868 on this site. So I'm sitting in our Hamlin Heights office, our main office, Ballarat Road, Hamlin Heights. And we started here in 1868 as a women's refuge, okay. Non-denominational, but set up to support disadvantaged women in the community at the time. Over those intervening years, 152 years, we've been a whole range of things. So probably most well known for the Babies Home, mm-hmm. which operated right through until the 70s. And then in the 70s, we had a very brief closure period and reopened as I suppose what you would have called at the time a welfare organisation providing, mostly child and family services. But over the years, we've been a mothercraft training facility. We've run kindergartens, which we've now got back into with Bethany Kindergarten Services. As I say, the Babies Home, the refuge, yeah. A very, very long and deep history in the Geelong community. And
I know from the past that you do very good work in areas that there's significant gaps in the community. Domestic violence and so on. Is that fair?
Yeah, no, fair comment. We've got a really broad range of services, Ben. So we work with children and families, vulnerable children and families, yep. And that's around supporting families to care for their children, so that we don't get into the situation where children are getting into the child protection system. So we're really sort of working earlier to try and support those vulnerable families and children, to stay together and to thrive as a family. We do a lot in the area of family violence. So a couple of years ago, we launched what we call the Men's Family Violence Intervention Centre in Strong Street in South Geelong, and it's almost a unique service nationally. And our focus is to look at new ways to change perpetrator behaviour. It's a really quite an undeveloped area. We're doing some work around, for example, in conjunction with some universities about how we might work with men with disabilities, with mental health issues, with drug and alcohol issues. All of those factors that might contribute to violence, not cause it, but contribute to it, we're trying to develop some new approaches with men in those categories.
And new approaches probably applies to how this year's been for your organisation as well. How's the COVID experience been for delivering those services?
Yeah, a pretty interesting one. I'm very proud of how our organisation has adapted and how our staff have really just pivoted to a completely different way of working. So, when we went into that sort of first lockdown stage, all of our community services staff were moved to working from home. And we then started to prioritise our clients because we do work with some very high-risk clients. So we continued face-to-face support, with all the PPE, all that new stuff we had to get used to in the offices and on outreach visits. But we did a lot of virtual work and a lot of virtual counselling because we cover a big chunk of Victoria, so from Bowen right down to the southwest Wimmera, so quite a big area. And what we've learned, and we were thinking of this anyway, so COVID's really accelerated it, is we can actually provide services effectively remotely. And some of our service users, particularly in that counselling space, whether it was problem gambling or financial counselling, actually preferred that virtual way of delivering services, which was really interesting. So we'll see how we might continue that, after COVID. But yeah, it's been a pretty full-on ride, I'd have to say, from managing an organisation with almost 400 staff involved.
Well done on that, and well done on the good work. So the Giving Tree appeal, which many of our members will know in and participated in donating gifts to children throughout the Geelong region. And no doubt COVID has affected that, as it has for many charities, their appeals and donations. How have you changed this year, and how can people get involved?
Yeah, look, exactly. It's changed radically. Like it used to be for over 20 years, it was an appeal where people donated, physical gifts. So we had almost 100 giving trees spread around Geelong at various businesses, and people could donate the gifts, and they were brought back, and we distribute them to our partners. So we've again had a pivot. So it's a completely, virtual in the sense that we're asking people to donate money, and we're going to convert that into vouchers, which we will then distribute to children and families in need. Mm-hmm. So it's the Geelong Giving Tree appeal. So you can jump onto geelonggivingtree.org.au and you can read all about how to donate. We've got a target of 100,000 this year, and we're really hoping to hit that because COVID has hit some families and children very, very hard. And there's more to come, I think, as we see things like JobKeeper and JobKeeper changing. I think there's going to be some really tough times ahead. So that's why this appeal is so important in 2020, and be great for the community to jump on board and get behind it.
And there's a bit of an event in early December, isn't it?
Yeah, there is an event. So we've got a giving day on the 1st of December. So that's a full day appeal together with our major sponsor, Bay 93.9. And our collaborating organisations, Barwon Child, Youth and Family and the Sexual Assault and Family Violence Centre. So, we're collaborating on it. We really want the community to get on board. We've got to hit that $100,000 target because we know there are many families out there that really this is probably their only way they're going to put presents under the tree for their children.
And one of the great things I like is that you do have a lot of partner organisations who you're distributing these vouchers through, don't you?
Yes, we do, and that's how the appeals worked every year. We've got organisations like GenU and Watherong, DHHS Child Protection. So there's a number of organisations that are involved in distributing the gifts or the money, the vouchers, out to their service users, which are vulnerable families and children.
Yeah, no better time to donate, Grant, and thank you very much. For all of our members, we'll be providing multiple opportunities in our communications over the next couple of weeks on how to get involved. And please do. We certainly are at the Chamber, the staff and the Chamber are getting involved. And we look forward to seeing you hit that $100,000 target and seeing a lot of happy faces at Christmas this year, Grant.
Thank you. We really appreciate the support of the Chamber, and as a member, just encourage everyone to jump on board, throw some money in, and make Christmas a good Christmas for lots of children and families in our community.
Fantastic. Congratulations on a great year, and well done on the services you provide. You're so important to our community, and have a good Christmas yourself, Grant.
Yeah, thank you, and likewise, Ben. Good to chat to you.